a significant moment for her, and why I think she was so keen to be a part of it, even if it was from the Major General's balcony, because it's her regiment, the Irish Guards, of which she is colonel, who were trooping the colour today. So again, an important moment for her and her commitment to the Irish Guards, of which, of course, we read a statement about how sad she was that she couldn't take part last week. So again, I think that was another reason for her to, I'm not saying moving heaven and earth, but doing the very best to be part of it, surrounded by her children, which again would have made it slightly easier for her.
Now, for our first story of the day, though, the trooping of the colour is drawing to a bit of a soggy close, although good news, the sun has come out. King Charles and his family, including the Princess of Wales, are waving to crowds from the balcony at Buckingham Palace as the red arrows are literally just this very moment flying over the balcony. It's the princess's first public appearance since her cancer diagnosis. And joining us now is the royal correspondent, Rupert Bell. Rupert, welcome.
Good afternoon, Alexis.
Rupert, I mean, the sun has just decided to come out. The red arrows have literally just flown over the balcony just in time. But my goodness, about half an hour ago, it was a deluge of a parade.
Well, yes, a good old British summer, but great that they've been able to do the fly past without any alterations. The 60th year of the Red Arrows, so a landmark moment for the Red Arrows to be part of this King's Birthday Parade. And I suppose the balcony appearance has the added excitement this year, obviously the return of the Princess of Wales, which, while the King it's his birthday parade, for all intents and purposes, we know that the main media focus has been on the return of the Princess of Wales. You just can't get away from that fact, because obviously she's been, apart from that video and one or two photographs, which in the end caused a bit of controversy, we have barely seen her. So I think in the end, it was bound to happen that she would be the main focus of attention. But it is good on just as a human interest point, that she felt well enough mentally and physically enough to be part of the King's Birthday Parade. And I have to say, she looked as if she was enjoying every minute of it.
And Rupert, is this the Princess of Wales coming back into more and more appearances, or is this a one-off? Do we know?
I think what we have to suggest, that at least she now feels capable of doing something like this, and I'm sure it will be the intention of Kensington Palace to try and drip feed her back in. But just like the King, very much going on doctor's advice. We don't know the extent of her cancer. We don't know the extent of her recovery. But, looking at her today, you would say that things do seem to be progressing in a very positive direction. And so we will probably see her over the coming weeks. I think I would pretty sure something that, in a way, this was a low-key return. The spotlight in terms of having to be permanently the focus of attention wasn't on her. So something like going to Wimbledon, where she is a devoted tennis fan, and I think she's president of the All England Club as well, sort of event you might see her at, and maybe one or two others. But unlike the King, who cannot be restrained, I think in the Princess of Wales case, it will be a much more measured return. But at least baby steps have been taken today.
And Rupert, I mean, as we just mentioned, the glorious sunshine has now come out. I can see on my screens here the thousands of crowds that showed up to look at the balcony and walk up and down Pall Mall. There are, well, the sun's drying them off, hopefully. How much of a deterrent was the rain? Did it slow down the trooping of the colour and the wonderful fanfare that we did, or did everything sort of go to plan?
Everything goes to plan. Rain, the military will not, everything goes like clockwork. Rain's not going to dampen or put things out of kilter, unless it probably was of biblical proportions. Yes, it was heavy, but in a way, they train for that. The soldiers are used to it. They just have to get on with it. It's not very comfortable if you're wearing a bearskin and a heavy tunic, and you're suddenly drenched wet through. And indeed for the horses, and for someone like the Princess Royal and the others who are riding on horseback, it's not a great experience. But nothing will change in terms of the timings. This is worked out like clockwork. The King would arrive at 11 o'clock, and they know exactly how quick they need to march to get there bang on time. So it's something that they're pretty good at getting right. It's a well-rehearsed thing. They've had rehearsals in previous weeks. We had hoped to see the Princess of Wales last week at the Colonel's Review. And again, going back to the Princess of Wales, again, it's a significant moment for her, and why I think she was so keen to be a part of it, even if it was from the Major General's balcony, because it's her regiment, the Irish Guards, of which she is colonel, who were trooping the colour today. So again, an important moment for her and her commitment to the Irish Guards, of which, of course, we read a statement about how sad she was that she couldn't take part last week. So again, I think that was another reason for her to, I'm not saying moving heaven and earth, but doing the very best to be part of it, surrounded by her children, which again would have made it slightly easier for her.
Rupert, thank you as ever for joining us. Thank you so much. Rupert Bell, their royal correspondent. I can tell you that the balcony has now been vacated. Everyone's gone back inside whilst the sun has come out to dry everyone else off.